Hi there, welcome to week 10 of Instant Value Handicapping. I'm Roger LeBlanc. This video series is where you don't lose to favorites, the favorites lose to you. And we've been nailing that pretty well using the methods from my book, The Punter's Tale, A Bettor's Quest for Racetrack Profits. I want to give a shout out to Kyle of Salt Foundry for his great work on these videos, and also to Christopher Spagone, who's done the awesome theme music for Lazy Bettor guides. So let's get to the races for Saturday, March 27th. We're going back to the fairgrounds where we have picked 4 winners out of 5 races, and where we have successfully identified 5 favorites sure to go down to defeat, and they did. So we'll take a look at last week's results and then get into the fairgrounds. Okay, last week we had 2 plays. False favorites in both those races went down to defeat, and we picked the winner in both races. So now we have a total of, in these 9 weeks, 19 races we looked at where we found a false favorite, and 16 of those 19 have lost. That is 84% success rate in identifying false favorites. That means you are making bets in races where the favorite wins only 16% of the time. That's really pretty amazing, but not all that amazing if you read the book, because that matches exactly how my research came up. 16% or so is the amount of time the favorites will beat you. That's not very much. It's usually 36% or so. So the approach is working exactly as advertised. You can get this edge every day you play by purchasing the book at thebookpatch.com. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, got it? Slightly bad news last week is we didn't catch much of a price on the 2 winners, only 3-1 on both of them, but we turned a profit both races. We've edged closer to a positive ROI, and we hope to finish the job on that this week at the fairgrounds on Saturday.
The horses have the starting gate. They're at the post. They're in the gate, and they're off.
So the race that I found on Saturday, just one race, the final one, 11th race. It's a Louisiana state-bred stakes race. A lot of these horses have run against each other. I'm going to do what I did last week. I pushed the envelope a little bit in the Fairground Oaks and got ultra critical on the favorite. She just had a little bit of a running style problem, even though she had been winning. And we turned out to be right on that one, and I think we can do it again here in this stakes race. The morning line favorite, Under Pressure, at 5-2. 2 other horses we'll look at are Just Lively at 7-2, and Relentless Dancer at 8-1. So let's take a look at the favorite. He comes off a win in Louisiana state-bred stakes race just like this. He's won 3 of his last 4 tries at this level, so he looks pretty solid. Couple red flags turn up though. He shows only 2 wins in 11 races at the fairgrounds. Those wins came a few years ago, nothing recently. He also only has 2 wins in 15 tries at this distance. So it's unlikely this 7-year-old will step up his game enough to win at a major track and at a distance that he's never excelled at. Yes, the road is long and Father Time is breathing down his neck. I know the feeling. So I am going to bet that he's not going to get the job done. We're going to look at Just Lively at 7-2. He has 4 wins in 8 races at this track. He also has 4 wins in 6 tries at this distance. So this is kind of his wheelhouse, both in far as track and distance goes. He did have 1 race against the favorite. That was last December. And in that race, he finished ahead of the favorite, finishing 3rd, while the favorite finished 2 lengths further back in 4th. So head-to-head matchup, he wins. On the tote board, you get in a better deal too, most likely. Just Lively, you'll get longer odds. The other choice is Relentless Dancer. Everyone in The stable of this horse knows that he doesn't like the turf, but they brought him back on the turf from a layoff last time. Unsurprisingly, he didn't do that well, but that was just a warm-up for this race, where he comes back to the dirt. He's the only horse in this field who's been competing regularly against open stakes company outside of the state of Louisiana. And he's been competing well. He finished, I believe he finished third in a grade 3 stakes. He won a $100,000 stakes at Charlestown against open stakes company. So you get 8-1 morning line. So I like those two horses as a 2-horse bet against the favorite. If the odds stay close to the morning line, it'll likely be an $80 bet on Just Lively and $20 on Relentless Dancer. I'll adjust that in $10 increments based on post-time odds. But those are the plays, and hopefully that'll get us back into the profit zone. Just a reminder, the Punter's Tale just came out in beautiful print edition. It's available at thebookpatch.com. It's my second book, following up 7 years after my first one, The Lazy Bettor's Guide to the Kentucky Derby. With the Derby coming up, you might want to check out that title, which has picked 5 of the past 7 Kentucky Derby winners. That also is available at the Book Patch and Amazon.com. Check them out. Hey, thank you for watching this week. Keep in mind that our big 10-week review comes up next week. We'll be looking at how we've done the past 10 weeks, as well as looking at next week's races. And also, you want to hit subscribe, because I'm going to have noted handicapping author Mark Kramer on as a guest, hopefully frequently. Mark has reviewed the manuscript of both of my books and is totally on board with these methods, and so it'll be interesting to talk to him. He's the master of creating profit out of the chaos at races, and I hope to have him on real soon. Hit subscribe so you don't miss that, and tune in next week, and we'll have more racing for you and hopefully more winners. Thanks for watching.